Hello, my dears. This is Resilient Lives, beaming you a little bit of energy and just wanting to touch base with you. So I certainly hope that you are doing well. I got a call today. Someone was checking on me. How are you doing? That's the big question that I was asked, and hopefully you're asking others in a time like this. We got to check on each other. Yesterday we talked about fanning the embers and the holidays being imminent. How's that working for you? I mean, I'm really, really fanning them. And I've heard from some of you who are hopeful, who knows that the holidays are coming, and certainly are feeling the fatigue of this long-standing pandemic quarantine. The fatigue is wearing, but hope is here, and we must continue to do those things that works for us. And so I just want to beam you a little love and just remind you that you're not on this alone. And as I was contemplating, because I'm doing bit by bit, I thought, well, if I can just start putting up some decorations, so that I could move that that joy meter from E to full. That baby steps, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to move that joy meter over to the full capacity. And I had this thought. It's almost like, have you ever had a chest of things? In this case, I'll say a toolbox or a chest that you put all of your different things in, and then you start remembering, well, what was that? What was that item that brought joy? What is it? And you start throwing things, you start digging and looking to see what was it that brought me joy when I was going through a difficult time. What was it? What are the things that fuel my spirit? And I remembered the spiritual fitness wheel. We each have our spiritual fitness wheel, which basically is an expression I use. It's those things that for me ignites my spirit, that causes or brings me joy. And I often talk about nature and the arboretum, so of course we know that's one thing. But music, holiday music. And I thought, oh my goodness, yes. And so I was excited because I remembered, sometimes we get so steeped in dealing with what's going on that we forget those things that bring us joy. What brings you joy? What is that thing or those things that helps ignite that well-being wheel? I gave a talk once and they got a little nervous when I started talking about the spiritual fitness wheel. I said, whether it's your spirit or your well-being, it's that triggers joy in you. You've got to figure it out for yourself, but we definitely need it in a time like this. So I started listening to some music, and wow. I mean, it had been it had been a while since I had put on any music. I usually listen to it in the car, and I haven't been doing a lot of riding in the car because it's a little cold here. You might be going to the beach or walking in your neck of the woods, but out here in the Midwest, it's a little nippy. But we have music, and music is a trigger. And I tell you, it really helps. And before I knew it, I'm tapping my toes, and the joy meter I could feel starting to move over. So we want to be sure that we can do as many things as we can, because there is a need. There's a need in the world, and we want to celebrate, and we want to help others celebrate. Because of the systemic nature of this pandemic, we're feeling bad and low. But just imagine those who have been touched by the sorrows, by the loss, by illness, by no paychecks. We are intentionally living our lives so that we can do something meaningful for others. There was a silly song, and I know I'm not going to remember all of the words to it, but it's a Christmas song, and it's a crazy song, but it talks about Santa Claus not going to the ghetto. Now we know that was the song, but right now we know that those who are living paycheck to paycheck, or who have no paycheck, they need our help. So however we can help someone, or that's the meaning of the holidays. If I can help somebody, if I can bring a joy to someone else's face while I'm trying to bring joy to me and mine, because this will be another novel holiday where we will not be able to come together, but we're gonna do fine, because we have our toolbox. we have lots of things in there. We just have to remember those things that bring us joy. Remember those friendships. Remember those special people in our lives that light our fire when we talk to them, that bring joy, those who are thoughtful. And remember to do something for someone else. We talked about that also. Those are the triggers of joy, especially during the holidays. So I am thinking of you. I know that it has been stated that it will be a dark time. It won't be a dark time for us, because we have learned how to flip the darkness into joy. We have learned how to flip the obstacles to accommodate and adapt. And so, remember your spiritual fitness wheel. And just like you would go through a chest of all of your important things, go, find, sit, reflect, and think about those things that bring you joy, that brought you joy from way back when, and certainly will continue to bring you joy. When I think of those things, I smile, and the joy meter starts moving a little closer. I think we just might be have a half a tank. So be careful. Watch yourselves and your continue the protocols. Stay safe, and we'll talk again soon. We might miss tomorrow because I have a root canal, so keep me in your prayers. But we know that we're going to make it because we have each other and we're pushing each other through. So be encouraged. Until next time, bye-bye.